Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, Thinking Right, out here in the lab. What I do for you. I was asked a question about one of my favorite subjects, funk. Where did it go? And can we bring it back? And it never went nowhere. And yeah, I'm bringing it back. Let's go. It's going to be a good lesson. Let's rock. Right, this is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate it too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Damn. To my yacht, be true. We about to turn up the funk. Right thinkers, let's talk about, in the words of my man K. Dot, bip bop boop bop bam. If you ain't a right thinker, or a funketeer, you won't understand. This, I'm about to put a lesson down for my funketeers. All right, let's rock. Funk will always be a way of my life. It's been there for 50 years. It's the most important thing in my life since I learned it. It's like the spiritual enlightenment. I got enlightened with funk 50 years ago. So I've always been enlightened. George brought the spaceship to the hood, took us to Atlantis, took me to the pyramids. I got all that information from George. And then I started studying. I'm like, well, hell, George do this stuff too. So yeah, I could put them two together and it works perfectly. Trust me. All right. Now, if you're not funky, you're not like us. K-Dot. Okay. And for all y'all want to be supposed to be funketeers or right thinkers, if you don't pledge allegiance, I pledged groove allegiance to the funk 50 years ago. Okay. And I'm still standing on it today. Okay. Right thinkers. Where did the real funk go? And how do we get it back? Let me help you out with that. Hope I can give you some insight. But my thing is, this is going to be stories. I got real life stories with my man George in Parliament Funkadelic. All right. My funky brother, this is for you. Funk was not a fad back in the day. Funk was a movement in the hood. And it was all good. Wow, I had everybody funking. We was all funking. Funk was it. But I've turned it into something that was, I call real. If you funky, that means you're real. That's all. Don't wash for a few days. Oh, you'll be funky. And that's real. So the concept was, do what you need to do. Be your best self. And main of all, be yourself. Okay, we didn't do faking the funk. That was taboo. Why? That's the Pinocchio theory. Makes your nose grow. And anybody don't get the concept. If you're faking it, you're around a bunch of people and everybody doing, and just that one person just look at us. Just, what the hell you doing here? Faking the funk. They ain't really with it. They just trying to, When I see a funk sound like this, I knew you ain't with it. Okay, straight out. Moving on. All right. But that was the concept back in my day. And I used funk to get me through all my hard times in life. Funk was my religion. Okay, that's how serious I was about the funk. And every album, every record he put out, it's like he was talking to me. So we had a little thing going there. All right. Now back in my day, but music was a way to communicate your inner thoughts and ideas through the music to the people. You can share it. When I go to the Parliament Funkadelic concert, I'm all in. Okay. And I see how people, K-Dot, I see fans. I'm a George Clinton fan. I don't give a damn about no other group. I don't give a damn about no other artist. It's George or nothing for me. Simple as that. What's my favorite? George. Hands down. And so when I got on stage and hung out with him and had my fun with him, that's the high point of my life. Yeah, to be with the dudes that I respect and admire, hanging out with them. That was end all be all for me. But my thing was, I was never starstruck. We was just cool, regular dudes. So yeah, all right. And I felt like in church, when the preacher's talking that good sermon, he made that good analogy. You swear to God, he talking about you. Oh, he know me. You know, you get personal. I think he talking about you. That's how I felt about the funk all the time. Okay, not just every now and then. No, I was like that all the time. I was engulfed in the funk. Trust me. And if you know me, you say that brother was shot out. But that was my love for the funk. I showed it, lived it, didn't care. Okay, I could care less. And when I played funk, I was 100% invested with the message and the movement. Back in the day, it was funk or nothing. Trust me. And when I went to the mental institution, they said for a week I was off the hook. I was fighting. I was doing my Toby. I wasn't gonna break it. I wasn't gonna take that medicine. I'm not doing that. They juice that. After about a week, my ass felt like a pin cushion. I said, "Yo, man, give me that thing." And the guy attended said, "Ooh," he's the Jamaican. He said, "You were fighting, man. You were mad, man. You come in, you kick, and you fight. They had to come get you." Yeah, for about a week. I said, "All right, I'm giving it." But yeah, and they knew one thing. We had music session, and they had One Nation Under Groove. They saw how I was sitting there for hours on end. Now everybody else is doing their thing. One guy dancing, another guy doing. But I'm in there. I'm funking. I'm in my own world. I'm jamming. So I'm good. I was spending my time in the music room, and they knew that would keep me calm. And when I talked to them on a regular basis, funk was the foremost. So what's with this funk thing? They didn't understand it. So yeah, I've been doing funk for a while. I made it a way of life, and it still is. My name is P Funk. Like my man said, my name is the one. Most people call me the funk. Yeah, I got the plan. Okay, P Funk getting ready to roll. What all over again? It's a spiritual thing. It's a movement, and if you understand it, the words, the messages has always been there. George is way ahead of his time. Okay, like my man said, he'd be famous in 50 years. Well, it's been 50 years. He's still ahead of his time. I see him on stage. He got a chair. He just sit down. He got his grandkids performing. It's a fun thing. He's still living his dream. He living his own world. And you can see him, he performing. And my thing is, I love the band. Back in the day, everybody that played for him was masters of their instruments. So no matter what he did, it sounded good. Just saying. When I went to the Maggot Brain, the Maggot Brain was a 30-minute solo by Michael Hampton. And before him, it's Eddie Hazel. They would just do them guitars, and you would be lost. And that's what concerts are about back then, just getting lost in the music. That's it. You get high, you're on there, you experience yourself. Okay, that's old school. But funk went past the concert with me. It became a way of life. Okay, I talked it, I lived it, I had all kinds of stuff. But I saw my dude a few weeks ago in Asbury Park, right? And I'm just watching, listening, reminiscing. The only thing I keep saying to myself, it just don't sound like, because they in the same positions. I understand that. So other than that, I'm jamming. I'm had a good time. All right. But funk, again, no disrespect to all those band members. No, y'all did y'all thing. It was fun. I enjoyed the time. But from my old experience, man, I remember the horny horns. I remember Bootsy. I remember the instruments was important, and everybody got a chance to do solo. That's back in the day when everybody got a chance to do their thing. So a little different, but I'm still funking. But 50 years ago, all of those band members were, again, masters of their instruments. And that's what they would understand. James Brown had the boss band. George took all of them, the whole band. Lottie Dottie, everybody, Bootsy, Catfish, Fred, everybody went and George. Why? He's a little more liberal. Okay, James a little hypocritical, but that's another discipline. But he's still the Godfather. He ain't the father. He's the Godfather. Okay, James is my dude. Ain't nobody dancing better than James. Don't nobody work harder than James. So I got him and George. I'm good. I take that. All right. But JB, my man, James Brown. All right. The James Brown band, he made the band famous. Why? They was bad jammers, though. They was the bad brothers on their instruments. They put it together and make it sound good. They made James famous. Okay. They came back, hooked up with George, and again, the rest is history. All right. All of them got famous. Horny Horn, he gave everybody an album. Everybody who played for him pretty much got an album. Okay. Oh, it wasn't about a bunch of money. No, everybody, no. We having fun. We funking around, having fun. Funk was a way of life. Okay, I got it. I understood it, and I was on board. But when they all got together, it sounded good. And George had the lyrics. He didn't sing. He just chanted. Okay. I love it. When I watch him concert, I wouldn't watch nobody but George. Why? Just in my mind, I said, if he ever gets sick or something happen, I can come back and do Dr. Funkenstein. I can be the doctor. So I had everything pretty much mimicked down. Hey, everybody mimicking K-Dot. I did that with George. Same thing. Moving on. So it's nothing new. I'm laughing because, yeah, I've been there. I was a fan. I've been one of them. I know that. Moving on. Question is, who you a fan of? I know this guy 50 years. Okay? I don't care about the Rolling Stones. I don't care about the Merc. None of them groups mean nothing to me. Why? I'm part of the Funkadelic. I'm with George. I tell you, I'll let you know where I stand. He thought I was crazy. I bought the double album, Live Earth Tour. That did it for me. When they landed the mothership, the part he said, hey man, let me the spaceship. I'll bring it right back. I had earphones on at that time. And it was like the second time through the album. So I'm pretty versed on it. I'm rocking, I'm jamming. My father said, this nigga done talking about he want to borrow somebody's spaceship. My mother said, well, baby. No, so I caused problems in the house with the phone. Everybody didn't understand funk. But when I gave my bus rides to the show, they went. And my mother and father went to Passaic, went to the Madison Square Garden on my bus ride. And when that bus pulled up to the building, it's like a Cheek and Charm movie. Smoke the roof and go off. When the police gave us a whole fucking entourage into Madison Square Garden, where I got on stage and was there where he landed the mothership. That was it for me. The high point of my life is right there. That's it. Stop right there. And I can't find that damn tape. So anybody who got the tape of the Earth Tour in Madison Square Garden, please send it to your boy. Moving on. Still looking for that. Okay. Almost 50 years, I'm still looking. All right. But again, where I get my funk from? I got my funk from the original doctor, George. Okay. Of funk. George Clinton. All right. And I was hooked on the funk 50 years ago. 50 years later, I'm still, hooked on the funk. Ain't changing. I went through a whole bunch of phases and changes in my life. Now, I'm in the Egyptian concept. Why don't you take the God name? I got a God name. P-Funk. That's my God. So any other name don't mean nothing to me. So yeah, I'm old school. But if I had to take a name, I think it'd be Tahuti or Anubis. Those are my two favorites. I can't do my yacht, so moving on. But I was funky way before I got spiritual enlightenment. And all the spiritual enlightenment did was connect some of the dots of the funk that George had put me down on. I've been to Atlantis. I've been out of space. He landed the mothership in the hood. Come on, dog. George covered all the bases. And all my knowledge, it fits right there. Why? He been educating me the whole time. Prelude. You want to do a good record? Get that one, the Prelude. I love that one. That's why I wear the pyramids. Moving on. But I took the name P-Funk. It was given to me 50 years ago by my cousin who I didn't go to the concert with. Went with my boys and we met up at the stage. For some reason, I'm just going to the stage. I'm just working my way. When I go see George, I'm going to the stage. So I got on stage a few times. That's my thing. I don't know where that comes from, but that was my thing. I get up by I said, look at this fool. Yeah, I'm up on stage. All right, and again, 50 years ago, and I'm still funking. But I learned about our ancient ancestors. I learned about outer space. I learned about religion, philosophy, and principles. And I can say George knew about all our ancestral concepts and views. He put it into the music. Appreciate you, dog. Did me a world of good. Funk saved my life. Funk was, again, a way of life for all kinds of people. I gave bus rides I had gangsters, I had thugs, I had killers. What? Funkin'. 3-piece suit, funkin' gators and all the whole nine. My bus ride looked like a George Clinton show coming out. Why? Everybody was dressed up. I got on a hoodie, I got on goggles, so I'm dressed. I got backstage because how I looked. They thought I was part of the damn band. I walked right past security. I went to my dude, Ronnie, I can get backstage. Come on. We went backstage when they landed the mothership. We was on stage. I just talked to you today. He said, yeah, I remember that. It was like surreal. Yeah, it's happening, but you don't believe it's happening? Yeah, I've been through that. I know how. I kept telling you, dude, he kept saying, I can't believe we on stage. I said, God damn it, we here. Enjoy the ride. Let's go smoke this joint, pass it on. Let's rock. So, yeah, good time. George is my dude. All right. Now, I took a crew. My workers back in the day, festival time, we all going to the show. Man, I guess I had 100 people. Filled the bus up, we went and had a good time. All right, that's how I used to roll with George. Okay, now I didn't just buy a ticket, no, I bought 100 tickets. All right, old school hustle. But I didn't just go, okay, to his concert. Nope, I brought my crew and we all dressed the part. Everybody, the image, everybody had names, we had nicknames, everybody was somebody. We was funkin', okay, we had our own world and it was all about funk. Again, a movement, all right? But I was and still is what I call a funketeer. I signed on a long time ago. Pledge a group allegiance to the funk. Yep, I think it's a good deal. Count me in. I'm all in, all right? And about what? We like funk, we like 300, okay? What do y'all do? I rock and roll. What you do? I got jazz. What you do? Oh, I'm genre. Okay, what we do? Funketeers, what we do? We funk, we funk, we funk. Hope you get the concept. Yeah, that's what we do. We still doing it. And back in my heyday, if you was funky, you had funk, you had style, okay? No funk, get the funk out. Why? You ain't funkin', you got to go. Simple as that. And if I saw you look like Pinocchio, you going anywhere, I'm kicking you out. Okay? I didn't do people that didn't funk. You wasn't funkin', you can't be around me. All right, that was real. To me, funk was real. If you're gonna be around me, you better be funky, or you got to go. So to this day, it's the same philosophy. It just changed a little bit. Spiritual enlightened, funk, it don't make a difference. I'm using it the same way. Why? Because people who are spiritual enlightened, people who are religiously right what they believe, I'm good with them. The fakers, I don't deal with y'all anyway. Y'all Pinocchios anyway. Y'all look strange to me. You look funny. Okay, faking it. We didn't allow faking the funk. Okay, that was taboo. That wasn't even part of the game. Faking, you couldn't do that. Why? Somebody gonna peek you out. I just think the thing of the clip. The gang member at the funeral, the guy who killed him came to the funeral. My man said, oh, whoa, hold on. This we ain't doing, oh, yes, we is. Are you crazy? Certain things you just didn't do. I got no problem with the gang life. I got no problem with the street life. I got no problem with that whole lifestyle. I've been there, done that. I know about it. I just ain't in it no more. It ain't changed because I ain't doing it. I know that. But the way some people do it, some are real, some ain't. Ain't nothing changed. It's always been that way. The fake ones get found out and get dealt with. Moving on. If you wasn't down back the day, if you ain't down, don't come hanging around, act like you are. Why? Because we're going to peep your car. Okay, simple as that. That's old school. You couldn't fake it. We didn't do faking. Real was the deal. The funk was real. If you wasn't funky, you wasn't getting the deal. Moving on. My funk, again, is pure, uncut. I never cut my funk, meaning I'm never going to downplay. I'm never going to change who I am for nobody. To fit in, I don't care. I tell my brother, why is it? Because my intellect is a little higher than normal, so I can't talk. Oh yeah, if you want to, you can dumb it down. I'm not dumbing nothing down. I'm not being dumb just to be sociable. Are you crazy? So yeah, I got a problem with that too. So people who with low IQ and low, I don't deal with them. I got no reason to. What? Moving on. I leave people be. And that's what they are. That's what they are. Okay. But if you want to be better, do better, I'm the one you want to hang out with. Why? I'm an inspirational motivator, educator. I don't do the gossip, the backbite, and BS. Simple. Moving on. If you know me, you can know that. Okay. And if you don't, you will real quick. Why? I'll let you know. Ain't no shame, ain't no hide. I'm gonna let you know straight out where I'm at, what I'm about. Remember the difference. Funk, the definition. This is the definition of funk from way back. It meant real. That's it. Real. 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 It ain't got to be in the streets to be real. My pastor, a real straight Christian. My brother, a real straight Muslim. My dude, a real straight Jew. So I don't care what it is you're doing, just be real about it. And that takes me back to how I feel right now. My philosophy, I ain't disrespect nobody, but what they're doing, if you were real about it, I respect you. Why? I feel the same way about my right thinking philosophy. That's why. You got to give respect to be respected. Again, old school. Wrap this thing up. I see the clock. All right, I'm almost home. Hope you appreciate this, my man E Groove. Now, I never fake my funk. Nowhere, no how, never ever. I'm real and have been real since I started this thing called life. I don't know no other way. I don't know fake. I never do fake. Fake, I don't do, nope. This ain't gonna ever be black again. Unless it grow black. Other than that, it ain't never. Why? I'm not gonna color it. Simple. Some stuff I'm not gonna do. Well, you say you never say never. If you're disciplined and controlled, I can tell you what I won't do. Now, I ain't saying what could happen, but I can tell you I got control over me. That's all. So yeah, I'm never gonna fake nothing. Friendships, orgasm, no, I don't do none of that. Nothing do fake. Ain't nothing fake about me, and I never do that. Funk is like a spirit to me. It's in me. It's part of me. No funk, no life. LOL. That's right thing of philosophy. If you ain't funky, you ain't real. That's all I look at it. So you can be funky. Don't misunderstand and don't get it, don't misunderstand the concept. If you're funky, that just means you're real. I'm pure real. The P stands for pure. I don't cut it. I'm not breaking how I am down. I'm a man say, yo, man, you might want to turn it down a few notches. Nope. I'm full throttle all the time. I've been that way. And again, that ain't going to change either. So, a little aggressive, don't care. Over the top, could care less. I am who I am. Papa, that's my dude. Yeah, I am who I am. If you don't like who I am, that's a you problem. I love who I am. I'm going to be who I am. So, who I am bothers you, I'm just going to be a bother to somebody. Simple as that. Moving on. I might not like you. That's fair. You stay over there, I stay over here. We don't allow fake funketeers. Why? We had a philosophy, Pinocchio theory. Every time he lied, the nose grow. Every time you fake the funk, your nose will grow. And if you get too funky, I'm going to make it grow. Moving on. Stop that. Get out of there. All right, let me take it home. Right thinkers, we are funketeers. Y'all funketeers because I indirectly keep the funk in everything I do. So it's always going to be funky. All right? Meaning real. That's all. Funk means real. No. I'm telling you my definition and understanding and terminology of the word. I don't give a damn what Webster said. I don't give a damn what you think of fear. I'm telling you. So if that ain't good enough, leave me be, please. I'm tired of trying to convince you of something. I ain't got to do none of that. Simple as that. I tell you. That's it. Moving on. Funk is the truth. It haven't changed in 50 years. Since I know that it ain't bent, it ain't splintered, he ain't done nothing, he ain't wavered. It's been straight funk, like I got my yacht. Persistent, consistent, and stand on what you believe. I'm funky. I live funk, okay? I love the funk. I teach the funk. I just wrap it in the right thing in philosophy, but it's all what? Real. That's my point, that's my deal, and that's who I am. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, my dude. Funk for life, says Mr. Wright. I'm out. And in closing, right thinkers and funketeers, may y'all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I know that my right thinking funketeers have passed away. I'll be right back.